everyone. Welcome to Walker Farm Fam on location.
Yeah, so I hadn't even picked go live and it said 2 waiting. So I guess it tells you people before we even say go live.
I don't know. But it is maybe like also where in the world, you remember where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Yeah.
Where in the world is Walker Farm Fam? Where are we?
Look at our new house.
Yeah, we've got some beautiful artwork behind us. It looks like the kind you'd get out of a, a semi-nice hotel.
So who is here?
Happy Sunday night. Hopefully everybody's getting ready for their work week, but we aren't because we're going to be off tomorrow.
Hello, Robert.
And we're going to be
Lori.
getting to sleep in the morning.
Yes.
So if you saw that thumbnail, you know why we're going live so late, because we were stuck in traffic today.
Yes. Hello, everybody coming in. We have been able to sleep in every day we've been on vacation, but the kids, when it says, hey guys, the farm on Route 66, everybody tell them hello and then go over and subscribe.
Absolutely.
But we were able to sleep in, but the kids, when it's 7:30, they're awake.
Yeah, they're up and ready to go. But we're hoping they'll sleep in. We had a time change, and so they're kind of going to stay up late tonight anyway.
Yeah, we've kind of forgot about the time change, and Gary's like, we're going to get there in plenty of time. New York, awesome. To do quite a few stuff, and then we forgot we were 2 hours back. So then when we got here, we were 2 hours forward, so we didn't have time. But the kids got to swim, and they had an awesome time doing that because there was a good-sized hot tub, and it was open.
They were excited because on the way here, the hotel room, the hot tub was closed down. So the kids were super excited about that. Mazzy loves hot tubs.
Yes.
The girl thinks we need one in our backyard, actually.
So I assume you guys can hear us and see us well. I forgot to check my volume and all that on my phone before we went live, but it must be good because no one's saying, I can't hear you.
Hey,
Hi,
Brenda.
How are you? Peach Poke, Yummy Coke. I'll just take a blackberry flavored water.
Yeah, because it tastes so good, right?
Yeah, Alan over at the farm on Route 66, he says that flavored water tastes amazing.
Yeah, he really likes it.
Sparkling flavored
If you guys
water.
want to send him a case, it's
He
no.
prefers 5 cases.
Thanks for the feedback. Hey, Sarah.
Yes.
Yeah, if you follow Cassie,
Yeah, she needs a hot tub. Gary says we're getting a hot tub when the kids move out.
if you follow Cassie on Instagram, you get a sneak peek of all of our adventures this weekend. And Facebook with the farm on Route 66. So we, as some of you might not know, we've traveled out west to visit some friends of ours that were just YouTube friends, but now they're real life
stuck
friends.
with us. Hopefully they weren't like, yeah, we love you guys. You're so awesome. Get out of our house. Because now they're stuck with us because we're friends for life. So you said something I thought of something, but now I don't remember what it was.
Hey, Chris.
But we will be having a video coming out soon, more about the farm on Route 66. But you should not wait until that video. You should go over there now. I think they're the only moderator in here right now. And it'd probably be weird to tag your own channel. And we were having a learning curve on how to do it. But anyway,
Yeah.
if you can go over there and go ahead and follow them so you don't miss up. And you can start binge watching if you don't follow them. Most of you probably already do. But you can start watching all their incredible horses and all their adventures. Your house is too quiet. You're probably like, thank you, Jesus.
I told Cassie when we left, I said, Vicky's probably going to get a good Sunday afternoon nap, hopefully, because she was hooked up yesterday with lots of guests, and we were there all weekend.
Yes.
And so hopefully you get well rested before you have to get your week started.
Dan said, will we be seeing you at the Okie Homesteading Expo? You will be seeing us if you were talking to us. Yeah, for sure we will be there.
Yep, and we'll be trying to get as many people as we can to come hang out with us too when we're there.
Yeah, if you guys don't know about the Okie Homesteading Expo, it's in March. Tickets already have gone on sale. First day sold out. I believe the second day there's some openings, and then the actual expo part of it, the first 2 days is a hog butchering class. But the expo day, Saturday, that's all day long with some amazing speakers and things. There's Okie Homesteading Expo Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube channel, and you can figure out all the stuff there.
Yeah. So
what I was going to say, Gary said if you go and watch, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, you can see stuff. So on Instagram and Facebook, I've been doing stories our whole trip. I get behind and then I get caught up, depending on what's going on and what kind of service. And I've also been posting some pictures and making some reels and things. But on Instagram, if you go to our page, like our profile page, at the top there's saved highlights, and I've made 2 different highlights because you can only put 100 stories in each highlight, and I went over that on the first one. So some of you guys are either really tired of seeing our trip, or you're really excited that I've overshared, as Gary would say.
Cassie overshares quite often, and that's okay because that's what we're here for.
Yeah, so once you put them in the highlights, they don't disappear, because an Instagram story disappears in 24 hours. But once they're in the highlight, you can go back and watch them anytime, and I have other highlights up there. So
somebody asked, where are we headed? So right now, this very moment, we are headed back east, back to the Cherokee Nation. We are ready to go home. And
one reservation to the other.
Yeah, go check on our cattle, check on all our animals. They've been taken care of. We know they're in good hands while we're gone. But we're ready to go home and check on them ourselves.
Yes.
And just be at home. You know the feeling. Man,
we've had an amazing time, but
the saying that there's no place like home.
Yeah, I miss my bed, which the bed was very comfy at the farm on Route 66.
It was.
The hotel the night before, that bed about killed my back and my neck, and I thought this is going to be the longest weekend ever, but the one we stayed in there was awesome. So I'm going to tag the farm on Route 66 so you can click it and go over and subscribe right now. So do some talking while I'm looking down.
You sure? You sure?
Because you know I'm going to start talking.
Yeah, you'll start talking in the middle. So if you guys saw the thumbnail, I'll talk about that because you clicked on this video for a reason. Maybe because you like Cassie's hat, or maybe my new Farm on Route 66 hat. But on the way out here, it was it New Mexico or Arizona? Whenever we come across the big pile up.
It was in New Mexico because it was after we stopped at the gift shops that you were trying to rush me, and then I said
there was 5 gift shops and we went in 4 out of 5.
Good thing I took a long time because that could have possibly been us.
Oh yeah, so it was destined not to be us, absolutely. So we were on our way here though on I40, and as you guys know, that traffic on that highway is always busy, and there was a semi accident under an overpass that covered all 4 lanes of traffic.
Yes.
So right under the overpass, there was a huge pile up, all semis that we could see, and we were in traffic probably 30 minutes to 45 minutes until we got out and went around on the overpass or exit ramp, and then back on the entry ramp and got around it. But just, there was a life flight helicopter flying people out. So we said a prayer for all those involved, and hopefully they're all healing right now. But man, we were thankful, it wasn't us, but it took about an hour probably out of our time, or 45 minutes. And that's why we're on here a little late, but
a little late this time, but some people are like, this is perfect time in my area.
Yeah, but we can sleep in the morning.
Someone asked where we finally ended up.
Yes. Where we finally ended up?
Like tonight, where are we at?
Oh, so tonight we are in an undisclosed location. No, we're around the Amarillo area.
Yeah.
Amarillo, Texas. So in the morning we have a short drive, about 5.5 hours home, and
we have one little excursion in the morning,
yes,
and then we're headed home.
So we're gonna go ahead and tell them. Yeah, we'll tell them.
That's fine. I mean, the stalkers might be there.
Yeah, I don't know what time we'll make it, but we're gonna go to the Cadillac Ranch.
Like we have stalkers.
And I've got 2 things I want to put on these Cadillacs. One of them, we're gonna put the Walker Farm Fam brand. So the WFF.
Sorry, something flashed on the screen. I missed it.
Oh. Thank you, Sandra.
$4.99
for a gallon of gas. So we're going to go and get some spray paint in the morning, and we're going to go do graffiti in Amarillo. So we're going to teach the kids how to tag random Cadillacs with the WFF logo.
Ranger's mind is blown that it's legal for us to go out here and spray paint. And Sandra, thank you so much. $4.99 for a gallon of gas. That's so sweet of you. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah, we'll go down by Vicky. We thought we were going to bring some, and we forgot at our house too.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go to the dollar store or Walmart.
People said
local.
that it's kind of laying around, but
yeah, I want to bring a couple cans to make sure. But we want to do the Walker Farm Fam logo and hook 'em horns upside down. You know that one, Cassie?
yeah, you can draw that.
Yeah, so I want to do hook 'em horns upside down. It's just a Texas Longhorn upside down and Walker Farm Fam logo. So if you guys have any other good ideas,
Look who's here.
oh, it's ransom.
Hey, show Vicky and Alan what you're holding.
He talked him into the cow.
And what's the name?
What is it? Bessie.
Bessie the cow. That was a special parting gift from Vicky and Alan, and thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Fossil Creek Kennels.
Mazzy absolutely loves her little Beanie Baby horse, and Ransom.
Yeah, I think they got them all.
Ranger loves theirs too.
Ransom Jeff said boomer. What do you say to that?
Sooner.
Tell them up there. Say sooner.
Sooner.
Good job.
Someone said, let me find it. So you're not going to the Pablo Duro Canyon?
No, we already went to one canyon on our trip, and we hiked down in it, and we got to walk all the way through it. It was really cool.
And Judy said, did you check out the Four Corners Monument?
No, we didn't make it that far north, Judy, but we do plan on going to all of those other states. So if some of you don't know, we're on a 50 states in 5 years adventure, and this was states number 3, 4, and 5 that we marked off our list on this trip. So New Mexico, Texas, and Arizona.
Oh, the Pablo, whatever canyon is in Canyon, Texas.
Ah.
So, someone said, are we in Lubbock? We're not in Lubbock. Are we? No, we're in Amarillo.
Amarillo. on,
Lubbock maybe is like an outskirt of Amarillo. I'm not sure. But so there's so many things we could have seen. Some people's like, you got to stop here. You got to do that. Like, it would have been endless. Like, we could have done a lot of things. But our whole goal was to get 3 states to spend as much time at the farm on Route 66 as we could and then come back home. So.
oh, they said it's by Amarillo.
Well,
And tomorrow.
not Pablo.
Going home.
Palo.
Palo.
Okay, my bad. I thought it was a spell check and it was supposed to be Pablo. Yes, we will be in Idaho because we got to hit all 50 states. And I will look up, let me screenshot it, the canyon thing and see what
Amarillo by morning is right. We're going to be in Amarillo by tomorrow morning. It's going to be...
How do you screenshot on your phone?
You do this
Oh,
and
you
that.
do that one.
Yeah, do that one and that one.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you got an old phone.
Yeah, an iPhone 8. So we are going to go to every state, but this is a marathon.
Hey, K Parks.
It's not a sprint.
We didn't know we were going live either.
We thought we would, but then we got delayed, and so then by the time we got the kids swimming done, and we got supper at Saltgrass. Was it Saltgrass? Is where we got a couple of salads and the kids some food. It was really good.
I did not want any fast food. So we've been eating really good.
Oh yeah.
But driving
For lunch we had
fast food, and then tomorrow driving home we'll have fast food. So
maybe not. We got extra time tomorrow.
okay. But anyway, I did not want anything fast food. I just wanted a good salad, which we had a really good salad Friday with the pizza that they got us. Someone said, when are we going to Hawaii?
Hawaii is going to be probably close to our last one. It might not be the very last, but it'll probably be in about 4 or 5 years because we budget for the big trips for multiple years. So we're going to start budgeting
how are you?
right now for Hawaii, but we're going to have to save for probably 3 or 4 years before we get that budget built up to make the trip. Because when you fly with 5 people and you feed 5 people, for some reason these kids want to eat. I don't know what it is about it. You like to eat?
Someone said, when are you going to Mississippi? So we're not 100% sure. We're not, oh, there goes the charger. We're not.
Does that need to be plugged into your phone?
I don't think so. I think it's good. But we're not really going anywhere else this year unless it's just to Missouri or Arkansas, because the long trips are kind of over. But
maybe this summer we might go to the beach.
Yeah, we got to go to the beach next because the kids have been really wanting to go to the beach.
And when we do go to the beach, we'll try to hit Mississippi because it's right on the way if we're driving. So
When are we coming back?
when
to
you coming back to
Arizona?
Arizona?
When are y'all coming to Oklahoma?
So if for some reason we end up driving to California and like Nevada, then we would, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll just have to see. I guess if Mazzy gets us all talked into a horse, and Alan just finds the perfect Mazzy horse.
Yeah.
he saw Mazzy's riding skills.
Yep. Brenda, she said, when are you coming, or have y'all been to Colorado yet? So, before Ransom, we all went through Colorado to go to Cheyenne, Wyoming, and then March, awesome, and then but as this trip, like when we announced we're doing 50 states in 5 years, we've only been to Alaska, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. We're just getting started. But I really want to see Estes Park in Colorado. So we'll just have to figure out what our destination is in Colorado. But I've wanted to see Estes Park ever since we went to Cheyenne, because
And
I had found out about it.
We usually have time to do like a early summer vacation and a late summer.
Yeah.
So we could go to the beach and go to Colorado this coming year. But we'll see. We just want to mark off 50 states in 5 years. We want to be very intentional about spending time with our family, especially in the age of Ransom. How old are you? You can tell him? He is 5. And so I remember some of the stuff when I was 5 years old, so I'm hoping he'll remember this. And if not, he can just go watch a YouTube video. And make sure and subscribe when you're there, okay?
We have been looking on Craigslist, Alan, and like as soon as we left y'all's house, for the first 45 minutes of the trips, they went through every color of horse that they could have possibly got and picked out 3 names for each color, for a boy, for a brown boy, for a brown girl, for a gray boy, for a gray girl. They made 3 names for each one, and then they went back and they voted on the top one from each one. So
hey, it was Tim Barn Farm. Hey, it was great to get to know you guys too. I honestly had watched some videos, but getting to see you in person just made it a lot more.
Hi, Carolyn. We're good.
A lot more special to follow your family now. So I'll enjoy following you even more.
Yeah. So, Ransom, you're either gonna have to drink it or not, man.
Yep. Last drink, all right, buddy?
Yes, baby.
Have more water.
Yeah, just a second. Are y'all live now? We
Yes.
are live now.
Yes, Linda, we're live. I know a lot of you guys don't get to catch us live, so you always say, "Oh man, I missed it," and you get to catch us afterwards. So
Someone asked if we're keeping a map showing all the states we're visited.
yeah, I went to an RV store before we left, and I got a map. So we're going to show you guys that when we get home. Probably on our next video at home, we'll show you what that map looks like and how we're going to do it every time we visit a new state.
Yeah, so you move that water. I was afraid I was
Yep.
going to spill it.
No, it's down there.
So we also met the 10 Barn Farm. They had sent a shirt several months ago, and we had started watching them. But like we talked about with them and Alan and Vicky, it's so hard to keep up. Are you biting your nails? Do not do that. It's so hard to keep up with everyone's videos, and we had watched some videos, but they have 10 kids. So meeting them in real life helped me to remember and spend time with them that which kid is who. So I'm all straight now, I think.
Yes.
And when we were on our way home, I watched a video that I had missed, and after getting to talk to those boys and seeing their personality and things off camera, the video was really cool to watch. So.
They're just awesome kids. I will tell you, all of the kids we met out there in Arizona.
Right back at you, Cassie. Hello.
All of the kids we met out there in Arizona are all awesome, raised on a farm. You can tell they have an incredible work ethic. They have incredible manners. They have incredible respect for each other,
Yes.
for their parents, and for all adults, but for their siblings. It's awesome.
What was the most awesome to me was how good everyone was with our kids. Like, the other kids kind of knew each other, or other families, and our kids just went right along, and they all played so well together.
But being able
Ransom,
to,
what are you doing?
being
Show
able
them
to,
what you're doing. Hold your hands up.
they can't see.
Do it.
He's hitting his fingers together.
No, he's gone. It's some kind of thing. Remember, you go like this, and then like.
It's a
Okay.
stick. Stick.
Okay.
Anyway.
Cassie chasing
sorry.
squirrels here. But as far as a group of kids, like I said, it's just we were blessed to know that, you know, there's parents out there doing such a great job with their kids, and the farm on Route 66, they're doing an awesome job. I know they have a couple that are married and out of the house, but we got to meet
in a little bit.
A grandbaby as well, and it was just pretty special time.
Yeah. So I'll also tag the Tin Barn Farm if you guys want to go check them out before you see them in our video. Someone asked if we had footage of Mazzy on a horse. So we have 2 videos that will be coming out this week. 2 different videos with different stuff. So just keep watching. We have footage of pretty much everything we did. I've already put the footage of Mazzy on a horse on Instagram and Facebook in the stories. If you want to go see it there. Hey Brandon, how are you at Rustic Woodworking Family? We're great. How are you?
Hey Brandon.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I'm like so tired. I forget what I just said.
Well, don't do that, because then it kind of leaves you just, you know,
looking like a crazy person.
Talking circles.
Let me read comments as you talk.
Cassie likes to read comments. I don't. I've got good eyes. I can see them right there. Can you see those?
If I focus.
So we just had a complete blast though, and also on our way to Arizona, we stopped in New Mexico at a place. We already have that video out called the Blue Hole. And if some of you are familiar with our neck of the woods in Oklahoma, near Kenwood, Oklahoma, we have a place called Blue Hole. And it was really neat seeing that pop up on the map when I was looking at hotels. And I was like, another Blue Hole? There's like 4 corners. We have a 4 corners too at our house. But like another Blue Hole, we had to go there. So it's a huge, or not a huge, about a 90-foot pool of water that's 81 foot deep.
We should have said it was naturally fed. Someone asked how they keep it clean or how is it fed. Like it was a natural spring.
And it's on the video because it comes up, the water comes up out of the ground at 3,000 gallons per minute of outflow. And so it was just a really cool experience.
And Roland said, you guys need to visit South Texas. Just coming, the Panhandle of Texas is not all we got.
And we've got a dear friend, Rosa Williams, down in San Antonio, and she's on our, we call it a short list.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll go down. We do want to come down and visit her. I want to take the kids to the Alamo one day.
We took Ranger when he was a baby to SeaWorld, and we went to Gary had a conference in San Antonio, and Ranger and I met him there. So we're going to hit all the states, but we're not going to see all the things. So then we're going to have to go back and see some awesome stuff.
I already want to go back to Alaska. Like, I really want to.
Well, Ransom said we're going back to Arizona next weekend. So.
Well, you know, I don't think so, but we'll find out.
So I take it you don't have Georgia planned anytime soon. Well, I guess I'll have to wait. I know, Daniel, sometimes those comments, I'm like, is he a sarcastic person like me and joking, or is he serious?
Daniel who?
Daniel Chapman. He always leaves those comments that you're like, I think that was a joke.
All right, so Dan Fitzgerald, when is Disney happening? So I think what we're going to do is do like a sample of Disney. So on our trip out to the beach, maybe go by Disney for 1 day, maybe 2. So instead of spending like 6 or 7 days at Disney and spending like $38,000 or however much that costs, we're going to go for a couple days.
$38,000.
Yeah, we're going to go for a couple days of Disney and see how we like it. And then if we want to go back and do like a week out there and we think it's worth it, then
I'm going to sneeze.
Then we'll try. Count to 3 backwards.
You're supposed to look at the light.
Count to 3 backwards.
Count to 3 backwards.
Yeah,
you
count to 3.
Backwards from
See,
3?
Exactly. You didn't sneeze, did you? It worked. I confused you.
Oh my. The stockyards in Fort Worth. Michelle, I do want to see that.
Ooh. I don't want to pass the grow yards in Texas anymore.
That was bad. Smelled like a porta potty for like 5 minutes in our van.
On the way out there, it didn't smell at all because the wind was the right direction, I guess.
I don't know. But on the way home, just, what was it, 25 miles down the road?
Yeah.
There was this grow yard or feedlot.
It's a feedlot.
What would you say? There was 5,000 cows there
on
dirt?
So if you don't already raise your own beef for processing,
we should have videoed that.
If you don't raise your own beef for processing,
Tin Barn Farm, you know me well.
Then just drive to this feedlot about 50 miles west.
It wasn't that far.
Of Albuquerque.
I think my nose hairs are still
And that will give you motivation. It will give you the motivation you need to find some land, buy some cattle, raise them, process them, and then eat your own meat. Because seeing how cattle were raised there versus how our cattle were raised at our house, it's like night and day difference. Right?
We live with that smell daily. No, you for real do.
Okay, so
oh my.
If you have a feedlot, I'm sure that smells like money. Because
yes, Brenda, turn off AC, close all windows. We didn't do that in time. Oh, Happy Texas Homestead. I would have to have like a clothespin. I'm sure you get used to it. Like we used to live by chicken houses and we got used to it.
I didn't see that comment. Happy Texas?
Yeah, they're the ones that said they live by that smell daily.
Oh.
It was like, you know, not a fresh porta potty. The porta potty that's been there for a few weeks in 100-degree weather, and there was like 1,000 people that used it. Yeah, that's what it smelled like.
So Happy Texas Homestead, we also met up with them on our way out here. It's already on our video. We posted our last video.
Yep.
And we want to say a big thank you to you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to meet with us and have lunch. And thank you again for lunch from the Big Texan.
I've always wanted to stop there, and I probably never would have, and they recommended it, and I'm so glad we did. I don't know why I wouldn't have.
So we went to Amarillo.
I assumed the line was going to be forever long or something. I don't know.
We went to two steakhouses at Amarillo. Was to go today.
Cindy said, "I just got here. You weren't in the wreck, were you?"
No. So if you see the thumbnail, we're live about an hour late because when we were coming back through New Mexico on I40. There were a huge 18-wheelers, about 3 or 4 of them, and I didn't see any 4-wheeler cars, as truckers call them on their CB radios, breaker 19. There was like an Amazon truck, so if you got a package that's delayed, that might be the reason why.
Yeah, there was Amazon packages everywhere.
Amazon packages were all over the interstate. There were 2 or 3 other trucks that weren't really marked.
Amazon packages headed towards Arizona.
Yeah, they were going towards Arizona. And there was a helicopter flying in, a life flight. And as I said earlier, we said a prayer for whoever was injured and hurt. But luckily, we were just stuck in traffic about 45 minutes, maybe up to an hour. But there was obviously no harm on our part. And we were just thankful that we've had good travels, good safe travels this whole way.
We also forgot that we were going to lose 2 hours once we got here.
Oh, yeah. So Arizona has it figured out. Not the best thing. The farm on Route 66 and the Tim Barn Farm are a couple of the best things in Arizona. But outside of that, one of the best things about Arizona is they do not do daylight savings time. They have the same time year round.
Can you hand me my water, please?
Can you guys imagine how great that is? Having the same time year round, not having to set your clock forward and then set your clock back. So I don't know how they got that passed out there, but if we could get that done in the rest of the country, that would make my year. It wouldn't just make my day, it'd make my year.
So someone said a while ago that Disney World is way too hot to go to in the summertime at Florida. I do know that. Is that what, did you say we're going to go during the summertime?
Yeah, we're going to go in the summer so we get a really bad experience and nobody wants to go back.
No, it's miserable.
I'm joking.
And then someone said... It was just an accident. Lori, it looked like, I don't know if somebody was braking and he slammed in the back of him, but then he went all the way across the median and to the other side. So all 4 lanes were shut down because the wreck was taking up both sides.
It just so happened that happened right under an overpass. So they were able to divert traffic onto the exit ramp.
Yeah, I don't know what they would have done.
And back onto the entrance ramp. We would have been sitting there for 3 hours probably.
Oh my.
Yeah, if it wouldn't have happened right under this overpass, we would have been sitting there for a long time because they were able to divert traffic around and still keep east-west flowing down to 1 lane.
And then Cassie said, with Christmas getting closer, is there a way to find out what sizes the kids are in and what they would like for Christmas? You should visit Kentucky Lake, and the land between the lakes are beautiful. Maybe we could put their sizes in a description or something, but you guys don't have to get them anything. They usually get everything they want. No, they don't, because they want a lot usually. Did we find a horse? Well,
so here's the thing.
The horse that Mazzy loves isn't for sale.
Here's the thing with Cassie.
Chipper.
Cassie has a dad, also named Gary.
I do have a dad.
also named Gary. And Gary is my father-in-law, and he's retired. And about 5 years ago, he had...
Hey, Freedom Foods Farm. We're in Texas.
He had horses for everyone, and we had about 3 of our own horses that we rode. But he is very good at finding horses. So I have a feeling if Cassie goes home and shows him
man, Cindy,
that video, he'll probably...
Oh, I already sent him straight to his straight to his phone as soon as it happened.
He'll spend some of his free time to go and find Mazzy the perfect horse, or find a horse until it's the perfect one. So I have no stress.
I agree, Fossil Creek.
And no worries that Mazzy will have a horse when God has a divine intervention. And the horse just comes out of heaven.
Might be one waiting in the pasture when we get home.
Mazzy wishes it would be a unicorn because she really does like unicorns. No, when we'll keep an eye out, and we'll let her horse loving grandfather know, and see what happens.
Her grandma was a rodeo queen and a barrel racer. So, Freedom Foods Farm. I don't know why I can't. Blah, 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 blah. I'm so tired. Like, we've had an awesome time, and I've got plenty of sleep, but we've stayed up late, and I don't know. You know how just travel makes you tired. We are in Amarillo, Texas. We are headed back from Arizona to Oklahoma, leaving out in the morning.
I think we'll call it van lag because it's not jet lag. We've been in a minivan, so Cassie's experiencing van lag.
Yeah. So like Gary said, we had horses, and then we got into sports, and we moved farms, and then the grandkids. My mom and dad kept all the horses at their place until the grandkids didn't ride them for like 2 years straight, and then they started selling them. They still have 2, but the neighbors right behind us, if you guys have been watching and following along, you know about our pigs, and you know the neighbors behind water the pigs. We feed them, they water them, and then they have a pig in there.
Go ahead. I might win president with daylight savings time.
No, geez. But our neighbors behind us just recently got into horses. Their little girl really liked them, and so she is older and gotten responsible to take care of them. So they got her a pony, and then she has a bigger horse. So I told Mazzy we need to start making it a priority to go over there and see if she's going to keep enjoying it, or did she just really love riding horses yesterday and she's going to be over it by next week. Because for us, the thing with horses is they're not just a pasture ornament, because horses have a lot of upkeep, and if you don't work with your horse and try to go out there a year later and ride your horse, it's not going to act the same typically. So we don't just want a pasture ornament. If we're going to get a horse, why are you looking at me like that?
Somebody just said they got my vote for president just because I want to end daylight savings time. That's scary. Don't tell me that you'd vote for me for president. That might go to my head.
Freedom Foods Farms. If you're ever in Northeast Texas, we'd love to have you guys come by. So we've had this debacle of Panhandle, North, Mid, Central.
We need to stop with that. So,
but yes, if we're ever in Northeast, I'm only laughing because I had a debate on here that's people are like, come to North Texas. I was like, we're going to the northern part, and they're like, that's the Panhandle, and I was like, well, it's the North.
And Oklahoma's the one with the Panhandle. We have the actual Panhandle because we have the pan. So that doesn't make sense either. It just doesn't add up.
Actually, kind of looks like a butcher chopper thing.
That's why we're doing horns down tomorrow at Cadillac Ranch. I think I'm gonna get a crimson paint can to put the horns down.
You better go to Walmart tonight.
I might get in a fight out there. Somebody might.
California just changed that they don't do the time change. People are fleeing from California. They're gonna go back now.
I heard everybody's leaving California.
Did you put my water again?
I might check it out.
Did you drink my water?
Yeah, I stole it. It's almost gone.
We have a whole free fridge of drinks over here. You're drinking mine.
Sorry.
Mazzy asked for more water.
You're fighting words with.
Who did I make mad now? Here we go again, Cassie.
So if you guys haven't seen, there's beautiful horses that we saw out in Arizona, but some of those horses left Arizona and went to Good Simple Living way up north. So if you guys haven't seen those videos where the Tin Barn Farm took a couple of horses from the farm on Route 66 and Tin Barn Farm, took them up to Good Simple Living, another group of YouTubers up north. That was some awesome horses they took up there. Now what you got? I was trying to change the subject to get you off that Texas thing.
Freedom Foods Farm said California is crazy. That's why we left. So even daylight savings time wouldn't take them back. Hello from Canada. Hello, Alicia. Sherry, we are having a lot of fun. I feel like I'm in a fog though, like I can't think or talk. What are you laughing about? You're still drinking my water.
Somebody said they're getting giddy. Oh, goodness.
Water tastes better. Is that a water boy?
No, that's some high quality H2O. That's water boy. Ranger.
Oh goodness, we are. So one time, I'll never forget. You know when you've gotten so tired that you can't stop laughing. I still remember to this day the first time that ever happened. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When you're about to start laughing, looking at me. When you just get so tired you can't stop laughing. Me and my grandma were at her house and we were playing some type of board game or something. And it was late. Well, for us,
Checkers.
probably.
Trouble.
I don't remember. And
Monopoly.
we would just look at each other and start dying laughing, and I couldn't stop. And I was probably like Mazzie's age.
Yahtzee.
Stop. I was probably like Mazzie's age, and I remember it like it was yesterday, because it like scared me. You're still drinking my water.
It's mine now. It's over. I said it where you can't reach it for a reason.
But it scared me because like I was like, why am I laughing and I can't control it? And every time I look at my grandma, I laugh again, and she can't stop laughing. Like, is something wrong? Are we about to die? Like, I was so scared because I had never done that before.
Was it Twister?
Yeah, I played Twister with my grandma.
Because that will make you laugh. Twister with your grandma. That would make you laugh for sure.
Goodness.
Oh, no.
Give me that phone back. I can't read that. I had LASIK eye surgery when Ranger was a baby. I think I need some readers.
So our trip is going spectacular. We couldn't have asked for a better trip out here. It's more smooth. The kids did awesome. The kids did awesome on the car ride. The kids did awesome adjusting as we...
Gary for president.
As we stayed at the farm on Route 66. Mm-hmm. Farm on Route 66 blew us away with their generosity, their kindness, their hospitality, and we just have had the best trip. And can you imagine, like, Cassie's like over her grandma and grandma's teeth fall out, and then Cassie's like, oh, blue 42. She's got to put her
blue 42. Like we're playing football now.
Yeah.
You should just stop before you offend someone.
So she's got to put her hand right on the teeth because it's on that blue circle, you know?
Okay, we should probably end this. 443 people are watching this and we look like ridiculous.
It's just not a board game.
What? Oh my. Well, Route 66 has a horse named Chief that I really, really liked. I can't even look at you on that thing because you look like you're about to explode. This is getting good. Fossil Creek, I'm going to have to hit that X real quick because I don't know what's happening with Gary. He's only drove for...
That's a Twister. Oh, goodness.
I can't talk.
We have neighbors. All right.
What are you guys laughing about?
We don't know.
What are you guys laughing about?
Okay.
Why did you do that?
Deep breaths. We're going to get it back.
What are you guys laughing about?
We don't know, Bazzy. I'm crying now. Stop,
So-
Ranger. In the nose, out the mouth, or is it in the mouth, out the nose?
Just breathe. So the kids...
I can't even read it.
The kids are laughing now because we've lost it. Well, the grandma playing Twister got me.
Stop talking about it.
So that was it. That was it. Sorry, if people are on here, they're going to think we're doing something. We're not doing anything, I promise.
Someone said Gary needs to take on Chad in March and Twister.
No.
Okay, we can't talk about Twister anymore.
So just change the subject.
Well, there was a comment up here I was going to read, but now I don't know what it was.
So we're in a hotel room, so we can't be too loud. I'm reining it back in. We're pulling.
Darlene says she slipped on her mom's bottom dentures once.
Stop. We're reining it in, Cassie. This is us reining it in.
Oh, it hurts.
What do I need this for? I can read the comments. I have good eyes.
Okay.
No, I promise you, this is sparkling water. It's
That Alan loves. Send him 5 boxes to the farm on Route 66.
It's blackberry water, and it is.
He said, "What are you drinking?" And Gary said, "Sparkling water." And he said, "This is disgusting."
He said that. So.
Okay, we're gonna have to go.
All right. Well, we back to the question. So we are having an awesome trip. Thank you so much to our friends though in Arizona, the Tim Barn Farm and the Farm on Route 66, and we got to see some awesome attractions. So when we go places on this trip, we always want to stay as much off the beaten path as possible. So like we don't want to go to the super touristy stuff as much as Cassie wants to go to all the gift shops that has tourism where all over it.
Those said handmade in China, I guess.
Mama,
Uh,
stop looking at that.
Yeah.
Because it'll make you laugh more.
Okay, no, it's looking at your dad that's making me laugh.
so we got to experience, and you guys will see them in the upcoming videos. We got to experience some stuff in Arizona that we just wouldn't get to see otherwise. Like, there's no way that we could have just went and drove up to the places that we did and got to see the canyon that we went to and experience the farm rodeo that we got to do. So it was just really special memories for our kids and for us and our family. So we are having a great trip. That was to answer somebody's questions.
Yes.
We've reined it in. We've got composure.
Did someone say go Pistol Pete?
OSU? Come on. Really?
I'll cheer for them when they're not playing OU, but you know.
I think they have a chance to win the Big 12 in 2025.
Is there still a Big 12?
Yeah, there's still Big 12, and OU will be out. They'll be in the SEC. So, yeah.
Oh, so that's what I was talking about before you made me lose it in front of 34 people. Are you going back to get Chief? So I was going to say, they had a horse that I really liked. His name is Chief. They haven't had him very long. And Johnny over at the Tim Barn Farm was riding quite a bit, which Johnny is a rider. He knows what he's doing.
He's a cowboy.
Yeah. And so he handled him just fine. But they haven't had him very long, and they're putting some groceries in him, and sometimes that's when they get a little fired up. But he did a really good job. Mazzy rode him for a little bit even, and then Ransom rode with Johnny. But for some reason, I just really liked that horse.
Yeah, Cassie likes any kind of horse that's...
Oh no, that must be that must be Stephanie on Brandon's account saying that's right, OSU. No, Brandon likes them too.
Brandon, Stephanie, someday we're gonna get you over to away from the dark side and to the light, to the Sooners. But I don't know when. It might take a little bit.
Oh, those of you that giggled with us, maybe we just all needed a good dose of laughter.
Yeah, laughter is actually some of the best medicine.
I couldn't breathe.
It's some of the best medicine. It does things to your neurologically that just is good for you.
Well, I feel like I can think more clearly. So
you get more oxygen, and
I'm not gonna go rewatch this.
It takes 1,005 muscles to frown and like 2 muscles to smile. It doesn't take nearly as much to smile.
So Ann said when you get to Oklahoma City, head to Route 66 to go east and see the Round Barn and Pops. I've been wanting to go to that.
Yeah, we
is
need
that
to go
on the way though, or is that out of our way?
No, it's right off of the highway. So we need to go to Pops. That's a great suggestion.
Alan and Vicky's not sister-in-law, daughter-in-law. She was asking if we had been to, I don't think it was
Endorphins,
Pops.
yeah.
It was called, is there another soda place? Because I thought she had said a different town.
No,
but I knew what she was talking about.
Pops is world renowned. It's got a huge soda pop.
But it's not in Oklahoma City. Is it a town on the outskirts?
I don't know. It's outside of Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
It's like,
so anyway, she was asking if we had been there.
it's on the way back. Which
so I told her we need to.
brings me back to, so all you guys out in Arizona, the Tim Barn Farm and the Farm on Route 66, there's a place over here in Oklahoma, because we were talking about the difference in pop and soda.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So whatever you guys call it, if you call it pop, leave pop in the comments. If you say soda, leave soda. But this place is called Pops, and it's a huge place that has like 300 different kinds of soda pop.
Green Bay won. I missed all my football games today.
Oh, it's okay.
Does he still have that
soda?
Sorry, go ahead.
Pops. So this place has the kind of soda that you guys got over at the Jackrabbit Trading Post, the Jones soda. They've got like 20, 30 flavors of Jones soda. They have specialized sodas that they get imported. They have all kinds of soda pop.
Yeah.
So, but it's called.
Oh, Joyce says Coke. That always confused me because Coke is a flavor. So is that like saying Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew?
Yeah, it's just, do you want a Coke? Do you want a Coke?
And then you say what kind. I'll take a Coke, a Dr. Pepper. This is too hard for me.
I'll take a Coke, Dr. Pepper.
So, and yeah.
Oh, lots of pop. There we go.
So they said in Texas, anything soda-wise is called a Coke.
In Texas?
That's what somebody said.
Goodness, I knew that's why we didn't live here. Daniel calls it acid. I can't call it either. I call it acid.
So that's kind of, I think, one of those big debates. I think it's geographic, depending on where you're at. But in Oklahoma, I think
Brandon calls it pop soda or Coke. Depends what kind of day he's having.
Well, that's...
Don't start laughing again.
I don't know. What brings on which one? That's the question.
If he's had NOS or not, maybe? No, he said he hasn't drank NOS in a long time.
Oh, goodness.
People up north call it pop. Southern call it soda.
Yeah, a cheesehead from Crossroads
Christy.
Mall. A cheesehead from Crossroads Mall in OKC. Is that like hoghead cheese or a cheesehead? I don't understand.
Or buy a cheesehead to root for the Packers?
Oh, yeah. That's what they're talking about.
Green Bay was Gary's team when he was growing up because of Brett Favre. Now, Aaron's got that mullet thing going on.
I don't like Aaron Rodgers. Brett Favre, Reggie White, Antonio Freeman.
Not that we're against mullets, but...
Those are my guys.
I mean, like Blake at the farm on Route 66, he can sport the mullet. So can those boys at Tim Barn Farm. But Aaron Rodgers, his mullet is like... It's not even cool. It's just like strings hanging down.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be able to sport it.
You got to have that mullet hair. Did you guys know that a kid from Oklahoma won the mullet championship?
There's a mullet championship?
Yeah, Tess Monty, the Channel 6 lady, she posted on her Facebook for everyone to go vote for him. He was in the top 3 and he won it. He was a redheaded kid with a mullet from Oklahoma. He won the national championship.
Wait. So the Oklahoma championship or national?
No, national.
Well, they say Blake said something about Blake, Farm 166.
I'm way behind.
Yeah.
Blake says thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so
there was a long comment. What'd that say?
Joe Dirt. So I dressed up as Joe Dirt one year for Halloween.
Someone said, I popped in just as everyone was laughing. Now I got to go back and watch it again to see what was going on.
Okay. It involved Twister and Cassie's grandma.
A pop before I pop back in to watch.
It was Twister, Cassie's grandma losing her teeth.
Joe Dirt.
And that image going over in my head.
But then we started laughing about nothing.
I know, but that was
because every time I looked at him up here, I can see him, and he was going... Like, he was trying not to laugh, and I would look over at him, and I could
Did you know you can start a petition on change.org for anything you want? And, you could start a petition. Okay, here's what we need to do.
Dallas won in overtime against the Patriots.
Oh, yeah. I like Dallas, too. Anytime, we need you to start a petition for Aaron Rodgers to lose his mullet, and I'll start a petition for the United States to lose daylight savings time.
Okay.
And so we're going to go on change.org on the way home because we've got free time. And we're going to start a couple petitions, and we'll see how that goes.
Hey, Pony Girl.
We'll get back to you. I don't know. Does that work?
I don't know.
If you get 100,000 signatures, the local news station will pick it up. I think.
Yeah? Will we be famous?
I don't know. Is it pop or soda? If we could decide that, or if we could just get...
Yes, Arcadia. Yeah, that was a town. I knew it wasn't OKC.
Oh, it's Arcadia?
Yeah.
Broncos lost to Raiders. I'm embarrassed. You should be embarrassed because the Raiders just lost their coach, John Gruden, or they fired him, I think.
So, Halloween's coming up. I just saw something about Halloween, but we allow our kids to dress up and trick or treat and have fun. We don't do the scary bad part of Halloween or whatever, but
we do.
Our entire lives growing up, our family always allowed us to participate, dress as something fun, positive, and have fun trick-or-treating.
Our church does.
It's like a fall thing.
Our church does a fall event called Trunk or Treat. Yeah. So they get to bring in people from the community and do a trunk or treat in the parking lot and witness to them in various ways. So it is something we do that the kids really enjoy.
Ah, Dr. B, I hadn't thought about it that way.
What was it?
Just like we say a Kleenex, meaning all tissue brands, if we say a Coke in Georgia, it means all kinds of soda. Well, now that you put it that way, I guess I have to understand, because that makes sense. Just like when you say, I need a Q-tip. But if you buy them from Dollar Tree, they're not Q-tips, and then Gary's going to be mad because he has to use 500 cheap Q-tip Dollar Tree brand before.
Wrong. I wouldn't use them.
You would just throw them in the trash.
I would burn them, and I would buy the real deal.
What are the 3 or 4 things that you never buy off-brand?
So you buy off-brand. Do not buy off-brand Q-tips, cream cheese. Buy Philadelphia cream cheese. And there was one more thing we talked about the other day that we wanted to buy on brand. It don't matter, though, because we've got about 10 minutes, and we're going to have to end this live. And
okay, so what kind of candy do you hand out for Halloween?
Kids in bed.
We personally don't hand out candy because we take our kids trick-or-treating.
Trunk or treat.
But a trunk-or-treating, well, yeah, we have handed out, and before we were married, but I just go buy like a multi whatever's in it pack, but Gary goes and buys like the good stuff.
King size Snicker bars.
Whatever.
We buy the big ones. Those 3-pound ones are even better. No, I buy the multi-pack of like chocolate mix at Sam's Club.
Brandon doesn't do off-brand.
Off-brand what? Q-tips? Heinz ketchup? Yeah.
I always thought that it was
Kraft macaroni and cheese. The kids like that. They don't like the off-brand.
59 sauce. Isn't it Heinz 57?
It's the real brand is Heinz 57.
Okay, I always thought it was 59 sauce because at our house growing up we had 59 sauce. We didn't have 57 sauce. So I thought it was 59 sauce. But isn't that funny that they named it 59?
Well, because they wanted to like
show that it was the same thing.
Yeah. Because if you're going to compete with somebody, like if Walmart or if Dollar Store pops up, they put the
That's
family.
awesome, Dan. He gives out full-size candy bars.
They put the Family Dollar right next to it. So if you want to compete with Heinz 57, put a 59 right next to it.
Yeah.
Proximity.
You ever heard of a Heinz 57 dog?
Have you ever heard of the proximity principle?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a Heinz 57 dog?
It's a mutt, right?
Yeah.
It's everything combined.
So is Heinz 57 a lot of things combined? Because I like it. Ranger likes it too now.
Oh, he said Gruden resigned.
Mama, what do I like?
57 sauce on steak.
Yeah, you guys at the Patriots, you don't have anything to be embarrassed about. The Cowboys are on a little bit of a roll, and you lost Tom Brady. So, I mean, it's not really your year.
Yeah, I'm not.
But your young quarterback looks promising.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed watching the Patriots the other day. When I was excited they won, I was just excited that the Cowboys are finally not letting me down after 37 years. But I enjoyed watching the Patriots when they played where's Tom Brady at? The Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
Because their quarterback looked good.
We do love Jerry World, Jones Stadium, Cowboy Stadium, because OU has played at least 2 Big 12 championship games that we went and watched there.
So, Judy, I agree, but the bad thing is Aaron Rodgers is really clutch. Like, if it's the minute and he's got the ball and they need to score, they're going to score.
Yeah, I think it was Beth Nichols. She said she's Buffalo Bills. You have waited a long time because way back whenever the Cowboys were good, they beat the Buffalo Bills.
It was always back and forth between Buffalo Bills. You've been disappointed just as long as I have been.
They beat them on and off, and so the Bills, you guys are doing good. It's your year.
Steelers are in overtime. I haven't cheered for the Steelers in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not a big Steelers fan. I like watching pretty much every NFL team, and a lot of people they're just going to start flooding in I hate NFL.
Has this turned into Sports Center?
Yeah, I don't know. As long as we're not laughing like
with a couple of farmers.
But I like watching NFL because I like to be able to go game to game and watch previous OU players or different players that we watched in college, and we can just go from one to the other and watch them, and I enjoy football.
Okay, change the subject, sorry. There was one more channel at the Farm 166's rodeo that we wanted to mention as well, right?
Yes.
So
you putting me on the spot?
Yes, I'm going to put Cassie on the spot. She can leave a link in the comments.
Humes.
The Humes Little Homestead.
Homestead.
So Cassie's going to leave a link to one more channel.
And I say you're putting me on the spot because I'm pretty sure that's the name.
Yeah, and I honestly, I didn't know them before we met them at the Farm on Route 66's little get-together that we had. But I did want to mention them because if you guys want to go support a really small channel that's looking to grow, then they are a great family. They have 5 kids, and just it was great to meet them as well and spend some time getting to know them. So,
all right, so I'm typing it in.
Cassie's piping it in.
This is what I want you guys to do.
High five. Somebody said high five.
Hang on. I can't type and talk, or it's going to be too many mess ups. So there it is right there. They have 150 subscribers. Let's get them to 200 subscribers before we end this live chat. And they're going to be like, whoa, what happened? You can comment on a video Walker Farm Fam sent me if you want. If not, just click that. You're not going to leave us. And then subscribe, and then you can go back later. But click it right now. If you click that link right there, it'll pull them up and just subscribe. They already got 154. 4 people already did it. You guys are fast.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
And
very sweet family though.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Is
one of the sweetest families we've met.
Her and I talked for a while, and she was just asking questions about YouTube.
Happy birthday, Cindy.
And she was super sweet. They have 5 kids, and Gary got to talk to her husband for a while. There was kids running around everywhere, and the Farm on Route 66 did a great job entertaining everybody, but we were still able to have a conversation for 10 or 15 minutes with no kids, and she was just the sweetest person.
Yeah, so big thumbs up to you guys. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you remembered that, because my brain frog and laughing giggles, I totally forgot.
And
they got to 211.
All right, awesome.
You guys are awesome.
You guys are awesome. They are just a really sweet family, and you guys know. Some of you know how, maybe you don't know how hard it is on when you do YouTube and you're constantly doing as much work as you can, and it just always helps whenever you get to come along with like-minded people and hopefully give them a little bit of a push. So thank you guys.
Someone said, I missed it. Which channel? So I'm about to click send, and it's going to say catching up with the Walkers, and then it's going to have a little link right there. So click on that, and it'll take you. And you guys are so awesome that they already have 225.
Thank you guys. That means a lot to us.
Yeah. And then when you think of it, go over there and watch a video and tell them Walker Farm Fam sent you.
Yeah.
And they were just super sweet. So but this is going to sound bad, but I don't mean it to. But sometimes you watch people's videos and you're like, oh, they seem really sweet. I wonder if they are in real life. And then you meet them and you're like, oh, they were kind of like turds.
Whoa. Easy.
They were kind of, lack of better words, I don't know what to say.
We keep it PG on Walker Farm
That was
Fam.
PG. That was like G.
Wow.
Poo heads? I don't know.
I'm joking.
And then sometimes you meet people and you're like, oh, I wonder if they're really that sweet. And then you meet them and you're like, they were that sweet. And that makes it even more amazing when you watch them. And so I haven't got to watch a ton of her videos, I'm not going to lie, because we just met them and it's been crazy. But talking to her in real life, super, super sweet. So were her kids and her wife, her husband.
So we did enjoy all of the time we spent there with all of the people. And if we ever get to meet you in person, we'll definitely share after.
Stephanie, yeah, it's bad. Gary started it though. Stephanie said Brandon said, I'm just as bad as him when I get tired. Maybe she's talking to you because you started it. I was containing myself.
I don't know about that. No, we do want to.
Also, I'm thirsty, but you drink my water.
No, there's.
No, okay. When there's this much left, that's all backwash, isn't it? How many? Raise your hand if you agree. You just drink backwash, at least it's yours. But when there's that much left in any kind of drink, it's all backwash. That's all it is. Who agrees? Raise your hand. Help me out. Come on. Nobody. Oh, yes, Stephanie's with me.
Hey, either way.
There we go. Melissa's with me. Judy's with me. Bethany's with me. Brenda's with me.
Okay.
Bethany just thinks I'm goofy.
So our mobile refrigerator ice chest is 3 feet that way.
Yeah, but if I can't just reach it, and I have to
I'll
open
get
it.
you one.
Okay. So
good.
We got about 2 minutes. We're going to try to get off of here and get the kids in bed. So if you guys have any last questions that you want or any comments that you want to like Gary.
Unless you're drinking after your kids, then it's all backwash. My nice son is going to get me another water. Remember, Alan over at the Farm on Route 66 loves flavored sparkling water like this.
I don't think he cares what brand.
Nope.
It can either be LaCroix or what's that one from Sam's Club? They have their own brand.
Yeah, this is Walmart Clear American. But he loves flavored sparkling water. You guys should go over there and look in the description for their P.O. box and send him several cases.
Stop.
It's almost Christmas time.
No, don't do that.
What I was trying to say a while ago when I had a laughing attack and could not breathe was he asked Gary what he was drinking, and Gary told him, and he goes, that stuff's disgusting.
Sparkling water, and then we told him how bad it was. We told him...
He'll start laughing again.
We told him that...
We had to drink 5 cases before we liked it.
We had to drink sparkling water for like a couple weeks before we grew to like it. So, yes, it does have an aftertaste.
You have to drink 5 cases, and then you will like it.
The reason why is because I drink no soda, no pop, no... What was the other word? Soda, pop, Coke? No Coke. I haven't drank soda, pop, or Coke for... like 17 years. It'll be 18 years in January 1st. So whenever I first saw this about 3 years ago, I was like, let me look at the ingredients. Water, natural flavored. And so I said, that's not pop. It's not soda. And it does have some fizz to it. So maybe I am drinking soda and I just don't know it. But this is the only thing I drink.
Better than all the Mountain Dew you used to drink.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so Christy said... that lime bubbly is her addiction.
Lime.
Bubbly.
Yeah, the bubbly.
Excuse me.
Makes Cassie burp.
Well, no. But Gary and I...
Gives you bad gas? Just joking.
You just need to be quiet. Bubbly made Gary and I both feel sick. It made him have the burps, and it made me feel like I had like bad heartburn.
Good night. We're about to get off.
Someone should stop this. But Bubbly made both of us just feel sick. Oh, goodness sakes alive. Thank you, Frederick.
Hint water is good too, so.
Hint water?
Hint. It's hint. It's got just a little like flavor.
Just a hint. Oh, your mom brought a bunch.
It's got like a little bit of lemon or something like that. Cassie, will you go hunting when you get home? That's a legit question.
Okay, so I was just thinking a while ago as Gary was driving, I was like, okay, so if we leave at this time in the morning and we get home, I could I knew he would be doing this, so I hadn't mentioned it. I could get in the stand and hunt before dark. Because it's going to be a busy week.
If I can take all 3 kids to soccer practice.
But then my other thought was, do I want to mess with... I got to put the GoPro on my camera. I got to set up the camera in the tree stand.
Well,
it's a lot of work to go hunting and film your videos, and I don't know if I'm going to feel like it because you guys see how I am tonight.
So here's the thing. If she doesn't go tomorrow night, she'll go this weekend because you need to give Moorhead...
Farm best live ever.
You need to give Moorhead Homestead some closure. She has a competition going with Moorhead Homestead. And you need to give that whole thing some closure.
Yes, but I want to do a really good job videoing it. And if I'm tired and don't feel like it, I'm not going to do a good job videoing it.
Yeah.
Because Bo, we obviously didn't see him slinging the arrow at his. So I'm going to prove that I actually did this and just didn't find one laying on the creek bank like Bo did.
Yeah.
So.
Anything else? I think we need to get the kids in bed. It's getting late.
All right. Last 5 minutes.
Thanks, Happy Texas Homestead.
Last 1 minute for questions.
Yep, last minute. Yes, we're all Team Cassie. We want Cassie to beat Bo.
Yes, I know. I should have went with Dutch's girls because they got some good ones.
With their...
It was with their rifles.
Yeah, youth rifle hunt.
Youth rifle hunt.
Yep.
Thank you, Happy Texas Homestead. We appreciate it. If we need anything before we leave our undisclosed location.
I saw him. I told him thank you.
All right, everyone's just saying good night. So everyone just wants us to leave because they're not asking
No,
questions.
it's bedtime. We're gonna get the kids in bed. So we want to thank you guys so much for taking some time out of your day to spend maybe in the day with us. And last big thank you to the Farm on Route 66 for letting us hang out this weekend. We had a blast with them. We got to know them a lot better.
Is the prize a steak or a cheeseburger? If I win, it's going to be a steak. If Bo wins, it's going to be a cheeseburger. Good night, guys.
Right.
And just to end it on how amazing you guys are, the Hume's Little Homestead is at $269.
Awesome.
Y'all are amazing. Make sure you go over there, watch some of their videos. Tell them Walker Farm Fam sent you. We love you guys. We got some really awesome videos coming out from our trip, so make sure you stay tuned.
Have a great day. Night. God bless.